Hey everybody, how's it going? Hopefully everyone's doing well out there. It's been a crazy times here. I work for a retail business at a grocery store, so it's been pretty crazy here. Right now I'm on my lunch break, and I'm gonna talk to you as I'm eating. So try my best not to, gross you out. Have a nice little sandwich. Oh. So it's kind of weird that all this is happening in the sense that it just all of a sudden just and when it went from talking about it and then just going straight to hey, stay in shelter. But the thing is that since I work at a grocery store, we're one of the essentials that need to be open, along with the hospitals, gas stations, and banks, and stuff you can't do without. I guess banking you can't do without. Even though my bank closed for some reason, but hey, maybe because they're crediting their son. So that was kind of strange. But the thing is, you would expect to see more. Actually, it has been, at least not for me, but I know there has been a lot of fights and stuff with people and everything, especially when it comes to hoarding. I mean, everyone needs to just calm down. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. I mean, if you just be patient and take, two things of meat, 2 packages of prepackaged meat. I already said meat. Some milks and stuff. 2 milks. Don't be taking it all the paper towels and everything, and all the toilet paper and napkins. You gotta leave some for other people. I mean, and other people are like, hey, you know what? I am only worried about my family. Guess what? Other people are doing the same thing. And there's a lot more of other people than there is of your family. And since that, one of these days, like it already happened, one family goes out there, they hit every single store and bought all the toilet paper they could. And what happened, they came to our store, and while they're in our store, someone saw all the packages of toilet paper in their back of their car, and they smashed the window in and stole it all. They stole all the stuff in there. All the toilet paper, the food. They had everything. Everything was gone. So that, in a sense, I mean, you can't go around just thinking of yourself. And, I mean, that was, for me, it was only 1 or 2 cases of that. It was actually more positive than it was negative. So, I mean, I'm in the check stand, and I have to tell people, limit of 2. 2. Doesn't matter what you're going through, who you are, or whatever. I had a senior go through my line, and it broke my heart just to tell her that you only can have two packages of napkins. She didn't have any toilet paper at home. She didn't have any of that. And I told her, and she's crying, and she's not yelling at me, but she's like, I could tell she wanted to, but she didn't. She knew I had to do my job, and I knew I had to do my job. But the thing is, other people stepped up. Other people grabbed the stuff, and I thought they were just taking an opportunity just to get something for themselves. They asked her to wait. As soon as I was done with her, she waited aside, and 2 families each bought 2 and gave it to her after they were done. I mean, that was great. I mean, you don't hear that all too often that people do that. And I actually had one family buy all the groceries for another senior. They asked her to go get a couple more stuff and put it in her basket to make sure she was okay. And they even surrendered one of their, there was no more waters. They surrendered one of their own waters to make sure that she had something to drink. See, that's the way we should be. Helping people out and everything, and just, doing what we can. Me, I go out of my way. If someone asks me to look for something in the bag, I'll look. I won't just go back there, wait a couple seconds and come back and say, no, we don't have it. I'll go look. I'll look everywhere, anywhere, and see if I have it. Even if I'll check all the go backs, and there are tons of go backs. People just surrendered, or just gave up and waiting in lines. The lines were crazy. I mean, we had it from my register, and it's a good I was gonna say a good 50 feet or 50 yards. I say 50 yards, a half of a football field. As went to the back of the store, and they were back there, and they were all pleasant. There were no one yelling. Okay, maybe two, and they were both senior women. They were yelling because they wanted more registers open, and I'm like, this is everybody. I'm sorry, this is everybody. This is all we have. I'm so sorry. And then they yell at me for the reason why the stuff is all out and all this. I'm like, oh, because everyone's panicking and they're grabbing stuff. And at that point, we should have been limiting them, but no one knew how the severity of this was going to go. So the next day we started limiting, but it was already too late. We were pretty much gone of everything. We should have thought of that the day before, but we were like more caught off guard than anything, and we're like, well, what the heck's going on? So I mean, everyone just needs to take a breath, calm down, get the essentials, try to help each other out, keep everyone informed. I saw one lady on Facebook, and they were telling each other where supplies were. Okay, they would go to a store. There's nothing here. They would say, "Oh, well, I'm at this store. There's nothing there. Oh, they got some stuff here, but they're limiting." Which everyone should be limiting. So, yeah, it hasn't been a total negative experience. It's been pretty decent. I gotta eat something, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite. So now they've been talking about, I've been hearing rumors, and the last rumor I heard actually came true the next day, because she was the mother of a cop, and they said they're going to stay in shelter, and it took place the next day at midnight. So the next rumor I heard, they want to get the National Guard involved. I don't know why, unless they're trying to make sure people stay inside doors, which they're really not paying attention to. But I don't see rioting, I don't see fights, I don't see anything like that. Too much of the fighting, but I mean, there is some cases out there, but it's not as bad as they make it sound. I personally think, and hear me out here, I personally think that the government is trying to control us in an environment or a situation like this. So I think that they're just seeing how far they can go as quick as they can go, to see how we would respond. So I would say keep positive, don't let it excel, maintain order, think of yourself, but also think of others. Take 2 of each item, take it easy, take a breath, and don't let it escalate. Okay, we don't need a martial law. We don't need that. We don't need the National Guard in all areas. Okay, I mean, yeah, I can see big cities and stuff like that, but things can go out of control quickly. But I don't think it's going to happen in these smaller towns, as long as we maintain as long as we maintain our I can't even think right now. I mean, I keep staring at the sandwich. As long as we maintain being civil and courteous to each other and not panic, and don't let those few people that do panic get to you. I mean, I'm sitting at another grocery store just to get the stuff that my daughter wants for her she can eat, and everything's gone. And I'm telling my wife, you know what, I don't want to buy into this, but if we don't grab stuff, we're not going to eat. So we had to take what we could, and we did. And I ended up spending $190 more than I wanted to, just because I had to find food for my family. People over there filling their carts, 3-4 carts with toilet paper, waters, meats and stuff. I mean, how are you going to eat all that much meat? You must have a pretty darn big freezers to take control of that meat. I mean, it's crazy. So everyone, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm staring at the sandwich and I only got a few minutes left with my half-hour lunch. So you guys, and just keep an eye on each other. Take care. Bye.